Hello students, today I am about to start session 10 from the chapter Income from House Property. Just a revision from session 1 to session 7 I have discussed about most of the theoretical concepts from the chapter Income from House Property. Session 8, session 9 are highlighting the problems from the chapter Income from House Property, and now it is the session 10. So here the problems is already mentioned in the study materials given for you. You can refer the session numbers for the study material and you can identify the problem. In every study material, the first problem is worked out. So here we are supposed to calculate the net annual value of Mr. S, who is a resident of India, and he has given the information about 3 houses. He has given the information about the 3 houses. In session 8 and in session 9, we have calculated the gross annual value, and we have also seen the adjustment relating to the unrealized rent. And in this session, we will be talking about one extra adjustment, that is the municipal taxes borne by the owner of the asset. That is one extra adjustment in this particular problem. All the rest remain the same as discussed in session 8 and session 9. So here, let's write here. There are three houses here. House number 1, house 2 and house 3. Information about 3 houses are given here. As usual, we'll go step by step. Step 1. Here, step 1, we are supposed to calculate expected rental value. Expected rental value, and in order to arrive at the expected rental value, we are supposed to consider the municipal value or fair rental value, whichever is highest, and standard rent, whichever is lowest. So first we will take the municipal value in all the in the cases of all the houses. In case of house 1, the municipal value is 72,000. Municipal value is 72,000. In the case of the second house, it is again 72,000. In the case of the third house, the municipal value is 72,000. So I am comparing this with that of your fair rental value. What is the fair rental value of house 1? Fair rental value of house 1 is 84,000 in all the cases. So 84,000 in the case of house 1, 84,000 in the case of house 2, and 84,000 in the case of house 3. So when I am comparing the municipal value with that of the fair rental value, and when I am identifying whichever is the highest, I have concluded that fair rental value is highest. That is 84,000 is highest when compared to 72,000. This I am supposed to again compare with the standard rent and identify whichever is the lowest. So whichever is the lowest. So lowest and identify. First let me record the standard rent. Standard rent is 80,000 in case of house 1, and then 90,000 in case of house 2, and 78,000 in case of house 3. So here I have recorded the standard rent, which is 80,000 in the case of house 1, then 90,000 in the case of house 2, and 78,000 in the case of house 3. So then I conclude that when I am comparing the least value, I conclude that in the case of first house, least is 80,000, and in the second case, least is 84,000, and in the third case, least is 78,000. So I have arrived at the expected rental value. Now next step is step 2, arriving at the gross annual value. Okay, so in order to calculate the gross annual value, what I am supposed to do? Compare expected rental value or an actual rent, whichever is highest. What am I supposed to do? Expected rental value or actual rent, whichever is highest. Let me see whether there is any adjustment regarding the actual rent. Yes, actual rent is 1,20,000 in the case of house 1, 1,44,000 in the case of house 2, and 1,80,000 in the case of house 3. But there is unrealized rent which needs to be deducted. Okay, so here what am I taking? Expected rental value is already there. This is your expected rental value. You are supposed to compare that with the actual rent. When you are taking actual rent, what did I tell you? In the first case, in the case of first house, it is 1,20,000, and from that you are supposed to deduct the unrealized rent, that is 30,000 needs to be deducted. In the case of second house, actual rent is 1,44,000, and from that 1,44,000 you are deducting your unrealized rent, that is nothing but 72,000 is the unrealized rent in the case of second house. In the case of third house, what is actually the actual rent? Actual rent is 1,80,000, and you are supposed to deduct your unrealized rent, that is up to 72,000. After deducting 30,000 from 1,20,000, you are getting 90,000 in the case of first house, then 72,000 in the case of second house, and 1,08,000 in the case of third house. And when you are comparing it, we are getting a GAV, whichever is highest you are supposed to take. When I compare expected rental value and actual rent after deducting unrealized rent, when I am comparing, the highest is 90,000 here. Highest is 90,000. When I am comparing again 84,000 with that of 72,000, here your GAV is 84,000. Then when I compare 78,000 with that of 1,08,000, so your GAV here is 1,08,000. So the GAV arrived is 1,08,000 in the case of third house, then 84,000 in the case of second house, and 90,000 in the case of first house. So a GAV is arrived. From that you are supposed to deduct the municipal taxes. So the local municipal taxes, if they are paid by the owner during the previous year, it has to be deducted from the GAV. So it is 6,000 in the case of first house, and 12,000 in the case of second house, and 18,000 in the case of third house, which has to be deducted now. So from this you are deducting the municipal taxes paid by the owner during the previous year. So what are the municipal taxes paid? 6,000 in the case of first house, then 12,000 in the case of second house, and 18,000 in the case of third house, which needs to be deducted. So 84,000, 72,000 and 90,000. So this is your NAV, that is nothing but net annual value. So with this I conclude the problem. Let me give you a quick revision of the problem. We were asked to calculate the net annual value of Mr. S, who is a resident of India. So here information about 3 properties was given for you, and at the same time they have given you the information to calculate the net annual value. Here in the step 1 we are supposed to calculate the expected rental value, for which you are supposed to compare the municipal value and the fair rental value, which I have done in the first round, and I have written the values whichever is highest. Then I compared that with the standard rent to find out whichever is the lowest. The same thing was actually compared with the actual rent. If actual rent did not have the adjustment of unrealized rent, then I wouldn't have deducted anything from that. But because it is unrealized rent during the previous year, I have deducted in all the, okay, in the case of all the three houses from the actual rent and arrived at the value whichever is highest. So I have mentioned whichever is highest here, and I have taken the highest value as GAV, which is my second step here. This is my second step, calculation of GAV. Then from that value I have deducted the municipal taxes paid by the owner during the previous year. So after deducting the municipal taxes from the gross annual value, I have arrived at the net annual value. So the net annual value of house 1 is 84,000, house 2 is 72,000 and house 3 is 90,000 of the houses related to Mr. S, who is a resident of India. Hope you find this session a little meaningful and helpful, and you take the maximum from the session. Thank you.